There's always something happening at your Ottawa Public Library location, and really happy to talk about this because Awesome Authors, the contest has been going on for quite some time. It's a great way to get youth involved in reading and writing and just literacy in general. Here to tell us more about it, I'm joined by Nathan Fréchette from the Ottawa Public Library. Welcome, Nathan.
Thank you so much.
Great to have you here. So yeah, this has been going on. Give me a little idea of the history and the inspiration behind Awesome Authors.
Absolutely. So Awesome Authors is a writing contest for youth aged 9 to 18. It's divided into two groups, 9 to 12 and then 13 to 18.
Okay.
It has been going on for about 15 years in partnership with the Friends of the Ottawa Public Library Association, who fund a large part of the project. And what's really interesting about it is that the authors, it is a contest, so the authors who win, there is a prize involved. But the best part, to me, of course, is that they will get their works published in an anthology which is called Potpourri and comes out each year.
It's an amazing opportunity, and what I like about this is throughout the whole process, you do get support. Tell me about the type of support that's available through this.
Absolutely. So our judges are all published local authors, and they're all experts in their own discipline. So we have a poetry judge, we have short stories and comics, graphic novels, and they will give workshops. We actually have 2 of those workshops happening tomorrow online. So people can still register and make sure to attend. They're going to be by Eric Pelado, who is our comic book judge. And there's going to be workshops. There are going to be little tidbits of videos that we actually have on our YouTube channel. And of course, the experience of submitting to a contest is absolutely invaluable to any author.
Yeah, what are some of the benefits to that? Even if you don't, decide down the road, this isn't, you're going to make it a career, but there are great benefits, aren't there?
There are huge benefits. First of all, it's a really piece of pride to say that you've published something, especially as a teenager, right?
Yeah.
But also the experience. So being a writer is all about learning how to deal with rejection. Submitting to a contest, getting feedback on your work, and then seeing how it does is just an invaluable experience, even if you just want to dabble into the arts.
For sure, and there are different categories. Let's go through the different categories.
So we have graphic novels, comics, we have poetry, and then we have short stories. They're divided from 9 to 12 years old, and then 13 to 18, and then of course we have an English and French side.
Right. You mentioned the age eligibility. Let's walk through the process itself. So how does somebody register and start off this incredible opportunity?
Absolutely. So we have our website, biblioottawalibrary.ca. You can go to the Awesome Authors. You'll see posts and the formulas on the landing page, and then you fill out a form and you submit your entry online via our wesite. It has to be a PDF. So of course make sure that you've written, completed, and that it's to your satisfaction before you submit.
And I mean, the opportunity to, as you said, I should show some of these. So these books get put together at the very end. What is the feedback that you've received from those contest winners? I mean, it must mean so much to them.
It really does, and this year we're going to be back at having our in-person award ceremony, which is something we haven't had in quite a few years.
Right.
And just to see the faces of the kids who were there, like the finalists and honorable mentions, and of course the winners, it's just an amazing experience for them, and to get to walk on that stage, and it's just amazing.
Nathan, what advice would you give to young writers out there just to get started in general?
Well, one advice that I will give you is to please take advantage of all our resources at the Ottawa Public Library.
Right.
For example, these books, if you want to know which entries, like what kind of work has won in the past, we have all of the Potpourri anthologies at the library. You can just pick them up and get a taste of what it's like. Attend our workshops too. All of our judges will be giving workshops online for all the youths. So attend a workshop and you'll know directly from the horse's mouth exactly what they're looking for.
As I said off the top, I mean, there are always things going on at the library itself. Well, what other things are happening at the library these days? Because you said after the holidays you've been extremely busy.
Oh yes, absolutely. So we're getting back into a lot of in-person programming this year, much more strongly than we did the previous years, of course, with the pandemic. pandemic.
Right.
And we're going to have so many events. We have Black History Month that is coming up just on February 1st, and we have author visits planned. We have some very exciting authors coming. We're going to have something with Catherine Hernandez.
Cool.
Yeah, that's going to be very cool.
Yeah.
We have, of course, the Potpourri writing workshops. We're going to have all sorts of different writing workshops too. And of course, we have March break activities, which are going to be very, very exciting this year.
We'll have to have you come back and talk about that leading up to March break. Let's talk about, the experience of going to the library now, because it's more than just about books. It's more than just taking out books. You mentioned a couple of things, but what's that experience like going to your local library now?
So going to the local library now, of course, we still have books. We'll always have books.
Yeah.
But you can also borrow telescopes, musical instruments. Absolutely.
Really? I had no idea. Telescopes. That is so cool.
Musical instruments of all kinds. You can go on our online sources. We have video on demand. We have, like, for example, the Criterion Collection. We have all of the NFB's movies. We have so many places where you can download music. Like we were discussing right before, during the break, there's also a lot of DIY videos. So it's like a database of like how to learn to do anything. You want to learn canning, you can learn it on our website.
That is amazing. And I know at my local library, I'm sure it's the same across the board. You can rent movies, you can rent DVDs. I mean, the list goes on. And it's a great place to gather, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
Yeah. It really brings communities together. And do you have computers that are available too for people? Not everybody, I think we don't realize that not everybody has access, right? Depending on their circumstances.
So we do have public computers that you can use, and we also have Chromebooks that you can borrow. You have to use them on site, but you can use them for slightly longer than our public computers.
Remind everyone sort of the timeline. There is a deadline involved in this, right?
There is a deadline, so you have until February 24th at 11:59 to submit your pieces.
Okay, terrific. And again, the website is biblioottawalibrary.ca, and I was mentioning to Nathan just off camera that my wife and I just went to our local library yesterday. If you haven't visited, honestly, there are so many opportunities available at your local library that it's really a community hub. If you want to meet your neighbors and make new relationships, it's also a great place to go. We'll be back with more Daytime Ottawa after this. Don't go anywhere.